Welcome everybody to How Fast Will It Go, and today we're dealing with the 1951 Porsche 356 SL Gmünd Coupe. Now this has 960 horsepower, 630 pounds-feet of torque from a 4 litre twin turbocharged flat 6 engine, and the car itself now weighs 1,693 pounds. Now has all-wheel drive, and it can do 0 to 60 in 2.769 seconds and 0 to 100 in 4.567 seconds. And I know what you're thinking, another Porsche. Yes, another Porsche on Forza Horizon 4, how original, but I am really interested to see what this car can do, because it is the oldest Porsche we've ever had on a Forza game, by a significant margin, I think about 4 years. So yeah, I am interested to see what this car can do, especially since it was tweaked aerodynamically to be quicker at the top end, because obviously it wasn't dealing with all that much power originally. And yeah, Porsche have obviously done incredibly well on this series so far, with the likes of the two different 917s doing really well, the 911 GT3 RS, and obviously the 906 Carrera 6 from the previous episode. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the oldest Porsche can do, especially in comparison to other vehicles. So yeah, let's get out there and see what we can do. So, yeah, the all-wheel drive is obviously going to provide the acceleration off the line, but also help in terms of keeping this car under control, because yeah, we're dealing with a hell of a lot more power than this ever had originally. I think we're about 900 horsepower extra, so that's a lot, and obviously it doesn't weigh all that much. So yeah, cars that typically weigh very little struggle on this series, but we're already doing 230. There's 250. There's 260. Can we get any higher? Oh dear, struggling there. Oh dear, we've gone off and killed ourselves. Let's rewind. So yeah, we got to 260 there before we, as you can see, went flying off the edge. But can it do any more? I feel like it can, because it does seem to have some extra revs going, but obviously these corners are really rather testing the car, because there's not much in the way of weight. And yeah, grip is, though obviously additional over what it had originally, because it's got bigger tyres and better grip, and all-wheel drive is still really rather lacking, especially for a car with this amount of power and obviously going at this kind of speed. So yeah, it's not doing particularly well at the moment, but we've still got the other side of the motorway, so we've still got plenty more room to improve, which is all that matters. And at the end of the day, it is the oldest Porsche we've had, so the fact it's even able to do 260 is really rather remarkable. So let's see if we can improve any further. There's 250. The 906 from the previous episode was relentlessly reliable in terms of getting to the speed, so that's 268. We've actually managed to go faster on the other side of the motorway for once. Normally it's only the other side where we get the top speed, but yeah, like I was saying, the 906 from the previous episode was really rather consistent in how quick it was able to go, and this has at least managed to go quicker on this side of the motorway than the other side, which is very rare. It's not often that happens. So yeah, 268 mph certainly bumps it up the leaderboard. That actually matches the 917 from 1971, the Pink Pig as it was called. So that's fairly good, because that's obviously 20 years newer than this. So yeah, that's a cracking top speed, but that's looking like all we're going to get out of this car. But it's still really rather good. Again, oldest car from Porsche that we've ever had on a Forza game, and it's got a lot of, you know, disadvantages going against it. It's very lightweight, it's never meant for this kind of power originally, and yet it's managed 268 miles an hour. So yeah, not all bad all round, to be honest. And yeah, that means it matches the likes of the Moser MT900S, the Porsche 917 from 1971, like I said before, beats the Maserati MC12 Versione Corsa, the Vauxhall VX220, and the Nissan R390, and it's only ever so slightly behind the likes of the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, which is far newer than this, from 2019, Celine S7, the similarly aged Lotus 11 and the Lamborghini Murcielago. So yeah, fairly impressive in terms of top speed, not quite as impressive in terms of handling and general consistency, but yeah, it still managed to get up to 268, which at the end of the day is all that matters. Just a shame it's not quite as controllable as other cars from Porsche or other cars on this series, and therefore isn't quite as fun to drive or quite as satisfying to get up to that top speed, but still quick, and yeah, far quicker than I was expecting, to be honest. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.